So, hello everyone, and good evening. I welcome everyone to Voices of Batch, the space where therapy meets real life. I'm Soumya, and joining me today is someone I truly admire, Nidhi Chandra ji. Hello, ma'am,
Hello,
a
Soumya.
bachelor therapist. She's a bachelor therapist, a trainer, and also a level 2 learner. So, today's episode dives into something we all face decisions, especially as teens and as young individuals also, like what to wear, what to choose, and many things, which are all depends on a person's decisions. And they can also overwhelm us. But can therapy make us choose them better? Or can emotions and remedies work hand in hand? Let's find out. So, Nidhi ji, welcome. And today I'm very excited for this conversation. Uh,
Hello, Soumya. Same here. Yeah.
I have already given normal introduction for you, but क्या आप अपने लिए भी कुछ बोलना चाहेंगी? A normal introduction for you as well.
Yes, sure. Hello everyone. My name is Nidhi Chandra, and I am a nutritionist, a diabetes educator, a positive psychology coach, and bachelor therapist and trainer. And it's with great pleasure I'm here with Soumya to talk about the teens and how they really suffer when it comes to decision making in just different aspects.
Okay. So now let's jump to questions. I have my first question ready for you, ma'am. So just want to ask you that what do you think about teenage years? Like what kind of decisions do you think emotionally impact teenage? Like अभी already काफी सारे बच्चे जो 10th और 12th पास कर रहे हैं. And now it's a time, like it's a really big time for them, especially for 10th class students, like to what stream they should choose. So what do you think, like emotion कैसे उनको impact करेंगे?
सौम्या you would know, I mean you are at age you can also relate क्योंकि अभी teenage कुछ time पहले ही खत्म होगा. So teenage is
Correct.
a time full of emotional turmoils, इतनी emotions और इतना कुछ हो रहा होता है life में. A child is so overwhelmed, क्या करें क्या ना करें. So इतनी सारी पढ़ाई भी है, and then there are so many decisions that they need to take about what stream they need to take. Stream choose कर लिया तो what career they need to go for. उसके लिए what आगे फिर आगे पढ़ना है, किस यूनिवर्सिटी में जाना है. There are so many decisions that they have to take, and it can all become very overwhelming for them. you know और कुछ बच्चे
Yeah,
होते
yes,
हैं
ma'am.
बड़े सेट होते हैं, दे नो व्हाट दे वांट, बट मोस्ट ऑफ अस दे डोंट नो क्या करना है आगे. दे टू यंग टू डिसाइड एट दैट यंग एज. So bash flour here helps with so many of these. It really plays a very major role actually, I would say. कि जब जहाँ अगर वो उस टाइम पे उनको सही टाइम पे ये मिल जाए बच्चों को, so the whole process would become very easy for them. So may I sound weak.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I want to ask that can you share me some bachelor remedies जो कि इसमें help कर सकती हैं teenagers को, बच्चों को, even in young individuals also.
Yeah. Actually, here I would say कि I can't give you one specific name, right? I mean, I can share, but it all depends why the child is not, or the teenager is not able to decide. Because इसमें बहुत सारी remedies हैं. For a child, it could be deciding between two subjects. Science लेना है, maths लेना है. Or for a child or someone, it could be like totally lost कि पता ही नहीं क्या करना है. you know so, or a child may not be able to decide because of fear or lack of confidence. So क्या जरूरी है, I mean what is the core reason why the child is not able to decide? Based on that we give the remedy. वैसे decision making के लिए one of the remedies is cleanliness, but we cannot just give just one remedy because we need to know what is causing that indecision in the child.
Okay, ma'am. Now I got you. Um, थोड़ा एक कॉन्वर्सेशन थोड़ा पर्सनल हो गया तो आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क यू अ पर्सनल क्वेश्चन एज वेल दैट ये मेरा लाइक खुद से है जैसे कि आपने मुझे बताया कि मेरा टीनेज अभी खत्म हुआ है तो हाँ पर ऐसा रहता है ना कि काफी टाइम हम जैसे पेरेंट्स हमको कुछ बोल रहे हैं और लाइक हमें पता है कि वो कभी कभार सही भी है बट वी आर नॉट एबल टू लाइक कि हाँ यार वो सही बोल रहे हैं सो फॉर दैट उसमें काफी सारे हमारे इमोशंस चेंज होते हैं उसकी वजह से हम अपने पेरेंट्स से गुस्सा हो जाते हैं कुछ बुरा भला बोल देते हैं उनको सो फॉर दैट व्हाट डू यू सजेस्ट मैम कि लाइक बच्चों को उस टाइम पे कैसे इमोशनली अपने आप को हैंडल करना चाहिए कैसे काम करना चाहिए
Yeah. So, as I already said, it is a time of lot of upheavals, right? कितने सारे hormonal changes आ रहे हैं and it causes a lot of mood swings also. वो गुस्सा भी हो रहे हैं पेरेंट्स के साथ उनको दे आर आंसरिंग बैक विच दे themselves do not realize. तो उसके लिए भी हम क्योंकि ये एक फेज है ट्रांजिशन फेज है so there's a very good remedy in batch flower which handles the transition phase any kind of transition phase very smoothly. और जो गुस्सा आ रहा है एकदम से दे बिकम वेरी इम्पेशेंट चिड़चिड़े हो जाते हैं उसके लिए भी बहुत ही अच्छी रेमेडी है इसमें बैच फ्लावर में. But Swami, I would also like to ask you a question. Ki, have
या
you
श्योर
ever
मैम
taken bachelor therapy for any of the like कभी decision लेना है और उसके लिए have you ever tried a therapy remedy?
आई डिड वंस like when I like need to choose um there were two kind of decision which are some personal reason तो like मैं उतना वो शेयर तो नहीं कर सकती हूँ बट या मैंने उसके लिए यूज जरूर किया है तो लाइक इट हेल्प्स मी मेक माय माइंड काम मैं सोच सकती हूँ अच्छे से कि हाँ कि अगर मैं लाइक आई एम चूजिंग वन डिसीजन लाइक उसके एडवांटेजेस क्या है सेकंड डिसीजन तो लाइक इट हेल्प्स मैम कि हाँ मैंने लाइक उसकी वजह से काफी अच्छे से चूज भी किया हुआ है I'm like happy with my decision.
That's so nice. You have the first hand experience, so like you can really know what how it works, how
Yeah, yeah,
beautifully it works.
yeah. I totally agree with you, ma'am.
Mhm.
So I want to ask you my next question. That will be like from your perspective, how open are young people today to emotional wellness? लाइक बोल तो काफी सब लोग है कि यार इमोशनल वेलनेस अच्छा होना चाहिए थेरेपी लेनी चाहिए ये वो तो आपके हिसाब से लाइक आजकल की जो यंग पीपल हैं जनरेशन है जो जेनजी है हमारी वो इसको लेके कितना पॉजिटिव है और वो कैसे अपने डिसीजन इसको लेके बना सकती है
Very surprisingly, I mean, I shouldn't say surprisingly, but whenever I talk about these remedies to youngsters, they are very open to it. And some of them even say कि ये तो subject जो है schools में पढ़ाना चाहिए because it's so important for teenagers, youngsters to learn how to handle their emotions. क्योंकि यही सारा खेल इसी का ही है ना इमोशंस का. So I've really got very positive results. Teens जो आए हैं sometimes parents लेके आए हैं sometimes teens parents को लेकर आते हैं. So but they are really open to trying it and they are when they see the differences they see the changes and then they're like really wow होते हैं कि okay ये change आया हमारे में. The changes are so beautiful, I would say. So
and
yes, they are very open.
जस्ट लाइक यू सेड कि पेरेंट्स ने अपने लाइक पेरेंट्स फॉर देयर ओन चिल्ड्रन तो अगर जैसे कि लाइक मेरी कल यस लाइक कल ही मेरी एक फ्रेंड से बात हो रही थी एंड ही वाज फेसिंग सम काइंड ऑफ डिस्ट्रेस तो आई सजेस्टेड हिम दैट यू शुड टेक अ बैचलर थेरेपी इट्स अ रियल इंसिडेंट आई वाज टॉकिंग टू हिम यस्टरडे ऑन कॉल एंड सो देन ही टोल्ड मी कि अगर मैं ऐसा थेरेपी लेता हूँ तो लाइक मेरे पेरेंट्स ये सोचेंगे कि यार मैं डिप्रेशन में हूँ और लाइक उनको ये लगता है कि थेरेपी लेना इज ओनली अबाउट डिप्रेशन सो
Yeah.
व्हाट वुड यू से ऑन दैट कि लाइक अगर आप किसी एक पेरेंट्स को बोलना चाह रहे हो कि नहीं ये डिप्रेशन नहीं है तो नॉर्मल थेरेपी है थेरेपी सबको लेनी चाहिए सो व्हाट वुड यू से फॉर दैट
Yeah, see, so I explain when a parent comes to me, so I explain to them very simply that about emotions, like bachelor therapy. it's divided into 38 emotions, right? So her we are a bundle of emotions, a human being is a bundle of emotions. So that is what I tell the parent also. कि it's not just depression, depression is just a symptom, so उसके पीछे बहुत सारी emotions छुपी हुई होती हैं, which eventually may result in बाद ये सारे तो symptoms बाद में आ रहे हैं ना, but it's a some event that must have happened that must have created some impression on the child. So that is what I explain to the parents, and when I explain to them, then they understand, okay, we are just working on the emotions, and it's not like the child is mentally ill or anything. So ऐसा नहीं होता, क्योंकि emotions तो हर किसी में ही होती है. So we are just working on
That's
them.
correct,
That's
ma'am.
it.
So, ma'am, on that note, अगर आप अपना कोई केस हमारे साथ शेयर करना चाहो, like for our viewers as well.
Yeah. So I had this a young girl come to me. She was very introvert. मतलब पहले वो बहुत खुश रहती थी. She used to go out and meet people. But suddenly she hit puberty, and उसके बाद एकदम से she become very introverted, and she wouldn't talk, and she suddenly lost interest in studies. She became very careless, lost in her thoughts. And then her mother, she came to me, and then after the consultation, just after within a 1 month, 1.5 months, she really blossomed. Her marks improved, like जो बहुत अच्छे उसके marks आने start हो गए. She started going out, she started meeting people. So there was this really beautiful change in the child. I also get children who are, bullied also in school. तो suddenly उनकी personality
Okay.
बहुत दब जाती है. They lose their confidence and that. So उनके लिए भी they once they start on this the remedies, suddenly their confidence comes up. They're able to take a stand for themselves, reach out for help in if needed. So I've really seen very beautiful results.
I also hope that I should have known about bachelor earlier because there was one student with me, not with me, but in my same school, and he was being bullied, but I was not able to do anything because it's like kind of school politics types. तो
Yeah,
अगर मुझे उस टाइम पे ये चीज पता होती like that there's a bachelor kind of something therapy then I'll make sure of it कि मैं अपने friend को कराती बिल्कुल.
very true, very true. I also feel that had I known some time back, I could have done something, about that situation, handle
Something
some
more about it.
situation in a very beautiful way.
Yeah, ma'am. So I also
So,
want to one yeah.
mm, so I would like to ask you one thing. What do you think? I mean, you are the are the teens today, do you feel, I mean, I would ask you ki, are they more self aware, and would they be would it help in जो सेल्फ अवेयरनेस जब आएगी उनमें, तो जो टीन्स हैं बहुत अच्छा और बेटर डिसीजन मेकिंग ले पाएंगे, राइट? है ना?
Yes, ma'am. I
तो
totally agree with you.
so I really feel that all teens should, learn this process, this whole course. They should do level 1. In fact, we all बहुत ज़्यादा efforts कर रहे हैं about for teens. They keep holding workshops for teenagers.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So, so it really helps them become more self-aware. They know themselves better and do something about it.
Because also आजकल ऐसा भी रहता है ना as like as also a young individual like I am telling you कि डिसीजंस लेना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया है मैम क्योंकि
Yeah,
हमें नहीं पता कि वो कब लाइक हम उसके लिए इतना कॉन्फिडेंट ही नहीं रहते कि लाइक इफ आई एम टेकिंग काइंड सम काइंड ऑफ डिसीजन तो मैं उसके लिए कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हूँ कि हो सकता है आगे यार ये डिसीजन हो सकता है मुझ पे बैकफायर हो जाए. So
yeah.
for that, I would really suggest the teenagers to take bachelor therapy because it makes your mind calm, soother, and also gives you ability to think wisely.
Very true. very true. And also it helps in one more thing I would like to add here is sometimes child is not of a particular mindset. Suppose a child is wants to go into finance, but the parents are very adamant, like nahi, maths hi lena hai, or some science stream or something.
Yes, ma'am.
So here it also helps. There are remedies which can help the child realize from within what the uska true passion kya hai. So and it happens in a very natural, subtle way. So here also bachelor helps very nicely.
On that note, I want to ask you one last question, ma'am. That if someone like if some teenager or some like teenagers parents, they want to know about what is like bachelor therapy and how to like हमेशा हम थेरेपी कंसल्टेशन नहीं लेते हैं, हो सकता है कि वो इस बारे में खुद ही सीख सकें और वो खुद सीख के अपने बच्चे को हील करें, तो उसके लिए like there is one course, so I just want to ask you about the details for that.
Okay. So थोड़ा सा मैं बैचलर थेरेपी के बारे में बता देती हूँ कि इट वाज फाउंडेड इन द अर्ली 90s बाय डॉक्टर एडवर्ड बैच एंड दीज रेमेडीज आर मेड फ्रॉम वाइल्ड फ्लावर्स. सो एज अ रिजल्ट उनका कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है. दे आर परफेक्टली सेफ, एब्सोल्युटली सेफ, फ्रॉम अ न्यूबॉर्न चाइल्ड टू अ एल्डरली पर्सन. यू कैन गिव टू एनीवन. एंड बेस्ट पार्ट इज कि अगर हम खुद सीख लेंगे, सो उसके लिए लेवल 1 का कोर्स होता है. इट इज ऑफ 5 days, 2 hours एवरी डे. वीकेंड कोर्सेज भी अवेलेबल है. सो एज पर द एंड देयर आर मेनी ट्रेनर्स हियर विद व्योर who take sessions regularly, or timings, dates, they can be decided. You can also choose when you are free. So because the sessions keep on happening, so best मैं यही बोलूंगी, खुद सीखें और ट्रीट योरसेल्फ, क्योंकि हमें हमारे से अच्छा कोई नहीं जानता. सो
That's true,
दैट्स
ma'am.
द बेस्ट वे टू heal yourself.
So thank you, ma'am. This has been such an enriching chat between us. It's amazing, like how our decisions drive our emotions and all, and how something like bachelor therapy can gently realign us. So Nidhi ji, thank you for sharing your wisdom and your warmth. And to our
Thank
listeners, remember, it's okay feel unsure, and it's okay to feel like to ask for help. And if you're standing at a decision crossroad, pause, breathe, and reflect. Maybe try a remedy or two with our Nidhi ma'am and as well as from us we all. And also there is a link in description for our WhatsApp group. So if you are interested and want to ask something with me to Nidhi ma'am and to us we all, do call us.
you, Soumya.
Thank you
It's
so much,
beautiful
ma'am.
connecting with